Are you just starting out as a developer and want to know how much money you're going to earn in the future? Are you currently studying and you want to know what your salary is going to be or what you should ask for your salary to be in your first interview? If you are, then you're in the right place, because I'm going to tell you about how much you should be earning as a junior, professional and senior developer, and then the aspirations that you should have to earn as a lead developer and further on in your career. With that said, let's get started. When you got this desire to become a programmer, I'm certain that you had this idea that you're going to earn a lot of money within web development or as a programmer. You're not far wrong. But how much money did you think about that you were going to earn? Is it realistic? This video is going to assist you with understanding how much a realistic salary is. Today, I can tell you from my own experience that asking other people about how much they earn, people just don't like to talk about it. You know, some developers earn a lot of money, others learn a little bit of money, some are juniors and seniors and stuff, and they just feel a little bit embarrassed because developers tend to be a little bit more introverted than extroverted. So I can really understand why it is you're researching this now, to understand how much it is you're going to earn. Don't think that this is just you being greedy or something. It's not. You're selling yourself and you want to know that you get the right amount of funds back so you can enjoy your life and also do your job happily and also have a happy life. The two things go together. No? If not, write in the comments below, what is your thought on life about earning money? I'm interested to hear it. Now, just to suddenly pluck some numbers out of thin air to tell you a number that you're going to earn is unrealistic, because it's all about which area of speciality that you're going to get into. Are you going to get into app development, web development? Are you going to get into computer programming? Are you going to get into other specialities? Did you study a specific topic and your programming is only going to be based upon this one topic? It's all about which desire that you had in the beginning and which direction makes you happy. If you're just in it for the money, then you want to make sure you go into specific areas where you're going to get the most amount of money from. Okay, so let's focus on how much money that you're actually going to earn rather than focusing on your experience and stuff like that. Now, as we know, there are some developers working for Google and Facebook doing AI and stuff, earning millions. That's because they're pretty fantastic and awesome in what they're doing. What I'm assuming is that the money that you want to earn is based upon that you're going to do, say, 3, 4, 5 years worth of studying or getting experience about how to do web development, software development, app development, server sides, websites, responsive, full stack, React Native, hybrids applications, and stuff like that. I'm thinking this is why you've come to this one video. So now we have our ballpark number that we can be working with. If I haven't mentioned the trade or programming language or technology that it is that you want to get into, but you're still interested in what I've got to say, then which technology, which area are you going to get into? Write it in the comments below. I want to know about it. You know, I'm interested. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so now we've kind of defined our area of expertise and stuff. I don't want to disappoint you, but it's going to be under 100,000. All right, so don't think that you're going to be like going to buy Ferraris next year or something like that, because under 100,000 is really, it's really the normal salary. How far away from 100,000 is really based upon your ability, but we'll talk about how close it is to 100,000 as we move on. Okay, otherwise it's just unfair just to give a number, but we're talking about 100,000 and less. Your salary obviously is going to be based upon your experience, what you studied, which field you're going to be going into as well, and how many developers there are in your one local area or your city that can do it. If there's a high demand but a lack of supply for a specific developer, then you know you're going to get paid a little bit more. But if there's huge demand and a huge supply of developers in another area, then you know there's going to be lots of competition for it. So sometimes it's worthwhile thinking about which field of expertise you want to get into rather than focusing directly on the salary. Because if you get into a field of expertise where there's lots of demand but not a lot of supply, then you know you're going to get paid a little bit higher anyway. What I should say, and I was kind of thinking that you had the assumption of this already, that it's going to be above 30,000 for sure. I mean, please, if you're working for 30,000 or less as a developer, if you are, please write a comment, contact me, let me try and help you find a job, okay? Because No, it's more than 30,000, I promise you, all right? Let's keep going. Okay, so the next thing I want to say that really defines your salary is location, location, location. If you work in a small town and that small town is creating small websites for small companies, then expect to earn a small salary, because your salary is all based upon how much revenue the company that you're working for is earning. If the boss is earning loads of money and driving around with his convertible Porsche Carrera and he's having his top of the range BMW and living in his nice house and having 4 holidays per year and having all of his top technology, and you're all earning bad money, then it's unfair. Find another company to go to. That's it. Find another company. Getting experience from them is all right, but being badly paid, don't do it. There's so many companies out there today offering remote work and all sorts of stuff that you could definitely find a higher paying job than having to be restricted to a badly paid job where you've got no future. Working for a huge company, getting paid an okay salary with a possible future, I'd start thinking about that, but that's down to you to see how it is. How are the people in the company? What are the benefits? What are the co-workers like? The environment you're working in? These are all things that you need to decide based specifically for you. But if you're focused on just money and that's all you care about, then obviously you've got to be a little bit more picky about who you work for, and you've got to be able to sell yourself pretty well. As we said, it's going to be more than 30,000. I would say that you need to be going ballpark at least 50,000. 50,000 is not the stop, but it's the ballpark area. And depending upon how good you are and which company you go with, it needs to be even further. But if in the beginning you're a junior developer and you don't have much experience, then like around the 50 area, like something 40s, low 40s, mid 40s, 50s and stuff, that's what you want to be like, having a contract to say in the future you can earn more. Don't have like a carrot and a donkey where you're just following it all the time. Have some form of things that you want to look forward to. Now, if you have got like 4 or 5 years experience in development and you possibly have like a diploma or something like that, but your 4 or 5 years is like really good experience in the area that you're getting into, then you really should be thinking about 50 and 50 plus. Okay, you're not a junior developer here anymore. You are really a middle professional developer as such. Let's just call it a developer as such. Now, if you are very good with architecture, design patterns, project management and stuff like that, and working with others, code review, and you know about how to set up CI servers and working with Jira, how Scrum, all these processes about working in a team, then you're edging towards becoming a senior developer. Now, senior developer, you want to start aspiring to 70s being your stop boundary, your starting boundary. Now, if you can get into a company being close to 70 with possible bonuses, or with like kind of in your contract that in the future you will earn that, I'd start thinking about doing this right now. Because at least you go into the company as, say, a professional and knowing that this senior is there for you, and it's also written in your contract to say that if you can achieve specific goals, then you will be promoted to a senior developer and then you will receive this money. So this is really good thing if you can do this. And this is not a fantasy. This is super possible if you have good experience and you can sell yourself, and if you're possibly willing to move or to travel a little bit every single day. So I think we've worked it out now that you should definitely be earning 50k plus if you've got some experience. If you've just started programming and you don't really have any experience, then getting a job anywhere to get experience is going to help you. Don't think about the money. As long as you can pay your rent and your way to go to your work to get experience, but knowing full well in your head this job is only for experience and you're not interested in the money. So it means you need to listen to the other developers, learn everything that you can do, go home and learn even more. Read some books, read the blogs, watch other videos, take advice from other people. Don't expect that you're correct. Always think that you're wrong and always wanting to hear the answers from other people. But make sure that you learn step by step all the time to get that experience, to sit in an interview and sell yourself and prove that you can do the job that they want you to do. This is the key thing, that you can prove it. So in the beginning, you shouldn't be super interested in the money. You want to be interested in building this you want to be interested in building this career where you've gone from one company to another company, building experience and getting bigger and bigger and bigger all the time. It's like building a house and stuff. So don't be too focused on money in the beginning. I said 30,000. Well, 30,000 is kind of a normal salary, in my opinion, for a specialist job. And even if you're doing like an apprenticeship and stuff like that, you're still learning. And there you should expect to earn really bad money, because that's what apprenticeships are. You aren't actually trained in doing what you should do. You're there to get experience. So in the beginning, you should be earning nearly nothing. But once you get out of that and you've got, say, 3, 4, 5 years worth of total experience, then 30,000 is not the salary for that. 30,000 should be when you get your first job. It should be a little bit more than 30,000 when you get your first job, where you've just finished your training and now you're wanting to put all that into practice. But this shouldn't be for a long time. Do this for a year or so, 2 years or so, to really get that real life experience. And once you've done that, you should be starting searching off with this 50 boundary. Okay, so your first job as a developer is important to be on your CV, your curriculum vitae. And the money is also there to know that you're a bit better, well paid than the normal average salary, but you're sucking in this experience. And once you're done, then that is where it starts opening up, where you should earn more money. And at this point, you're on about 5, 6 years into your career. So you've got, the sky's the limit, should we say, for salaries. And you're well on the way to the 100,000. If you have got this far in the video, then really thank you very much for staying this long. I hope it's been informative to you. But the next step is really key and important. And if you've already done the 50, 60,000 step and you've got the senior, the question for you is, how do you jump one step even further? The jobs that you're going for are becoming a lot less now, and you've got to be able to sell yourself even more. This is the time where you've got to sit back and be even more patient and believe in yourself to be able to hit that 100,000 plus boundary. And you really need to select the companies that you want to work for now. Don't let them select you. Obviously, you are then allowing those companies to contact you, but you should be saying, well, if I decide I want to come and work for you, these are the requirements, this is what I want, and so on. This is my salary, and these are the things within inside of my job that I want to know. I want to know that I am deciding how the projects are going to be done, how my code is going to be written, which libraries am I going to use, when is it going to be deployed. The project manager will listen to me, I will be the technical advisor, and so on. So you need to know that you are really controlling your job. You've got that salary because you are worth it and you've earned it. So make sure the money goes with your responsibility, but make sure you get the respect for that responsibility as well, because you can go and find another job elsewhere. Now, I do have another video that talks about earning 100K as a software developer. I'll leave a link above here right now. So go and check that out, because then you'll understand what it takes to be a software developer getting the 100K. With that said, my name's David Thorne. You've been watching David's videos. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. See you in the next video. Bye.